heritage, culture, and customs. I absolutely dreaded it. In fact, I became so bored with Hebrew school that I often feigned walking into the school building, and after my mother drove off, went across the parking lot to sit under a tree in a secluded wooded area. My playing hooky eventually cost me, and I spent that summer with a private tutor while all my friends were out having fun. Yet even in this one-on-one setting where I was to learn about what it meant to be Jewish, part of a people formed out of a covenant with God, I don't remember even once my teacher telling me about a God whom I could be close with or who loved me. Indeed, most of my religious instruction centered exclusively on preparation for my bar mitzvah. This would be the pinnacle of my Jewishness, when at age 13 I was to become a son of the commandment, the literal translation of bar mitzvah. In transitioning from boyhood to manhood, I was to be held morally responsible before God and obey His commandments, mitzvot. But what kind of God was this? I prepared for my bar mitzvah by memorizing the part of the Torah reading assigned to me for that day. My parents hired a tutor to help me with this, and I listened endlessly to an audio recording of my part. Yet, as the big event neared, the words of the Hebrew Bible still never sank in, but were simply words I needed to mouth to pass the test. I was participating in our Jewish culture, but remained unmoved in a practical, spiritual sense. End of the road. My bar mitzvah lived up to its hype. When the day finally arrived, I was both excited and nervous. I had studied countless hours and worked hard on what I would do in the ceremony, yet I just wanted to get through it so I could have fun. During my bar mitzvah, I recited some Hebrew prayers, read my portion of the Torah and the Hebrew prophets, listened to the Rabbi, and received my tefillin, 2 small boxes containing portions of the Torah that are tied to the hand, arm, and forehead. I will never forget the sense of accomplishment once everything was done. Yet what I remember most was the party afterward. This was no ordinary party. It took place at a beautiful banquet facility called the Executive Club. The celebration was so grand my parents hired 2 separate bands for the music, one for the adults and another for the children. Out of the hundreds of family members, classmates, and friends who came, I was particularly interested in a girl named Janice, whom I especially liked. As the band was playing, I made my big move and asked Janice to dance with me. What a sight it must have been to see my adolescent 5-foot frame moving out of step with her 5'7" body in an awkward, slow dance. Standing so close to her, I was, I thought, in love. It was a day I will never forget, yet it officially ended my Jewish education. I still wasn't sure why my bloodline defined so much in my life and set me apart in so many ways. Sadly, most Jewish people I know share a similar story. Our formal Jewish education concludes when the bar mitzvah party is over, and we are left with far more questions than answers about God, life, our Jewish identity, and everything in between. Though the deeper inquiries linger as we age, what makes us so special? What role do we play in the world? Why are we hated so much? They often get buried under our customs, traditions, history, and expectations. For many Jews, these cultural elements become the essence of what it means to be Jewish rather than anything related to the God who made us Jewish in the first place. We get bar mitzvahed, or bat mitzvahed for girls, and celebrate Passover, Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur, Hanukkah, and perhaps a few other Jewish holidays, but we often don't understand what these actually mean or why we do them. Our grandparents did them, and their grandparents, and theirs also, so we figure we should as well. We do these things because, well, we are Jewish, and that's just how it is. With such strong traditions guiding countless generations, it is no wonder that the Jewish identity today is based more upon our heritage, customs, being part of the Jewish community, and what we do, rather than upon our relationship with God. Many Jews I know do not understand that they can have a personal relationship.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.